Hi writers, and welcome in this new graffiti video. Even if this is not gonna be a proper graffiti video, since I'm not gonna paint any graffiti piece today, and there's a reason. This is the reason, basically. You can't properly see it, but it's raining. I would like to do many crazy film shots, but I don't really want to reveal to you, dear audience, where I live. And so, you know what does Vent when he can't paint on his free day? I'm totally pissed, by the way. This week I didn't paint, it was rainy all the week. Fuck! Well, I'll do an ask time. By the way, if the next time you want to ask me something, follow me on Instagram, because I'll ask the questions over there. First question of today. Someone asks, why is food in Italy so good? Or in Europe, what gives, and I don't know what else. Basically, I think what gives that special flavors, I don't know. Let's be honest. Food in Italy is wonderful, it's gorgeous, it's amazing. In all the region, 99% of dishes and food in general is incredible. I know that especially people from America know Italy for pizza, but Italy is much more than that. This said, the thing that makes food in Italy so incredible is the variety. We have, I don't know, billion, maybe not, of incredible dishes. And this connects me to the second part of the question, the food in Europe. Well, in my opinion, food in Europe is not that good, not as good as Italian food. You don't have as many choice as you have in Italy, that's it. Next question, tips for making acquaintance. So tips for making acquaintance, you got me, in the field. To get experience with graffiti, you have to sketch, of course. This is the most obvious thing, but is also the truest. The time that you spend sketching is never wasted time. But to get experience, the answer is to know writers, to know other writers, or in general other people, to exchange ideas. And to do it, well, you can go to graffiti jams, you can also DM people on Instagram. There are many of you guys that DMs me, and there's nothing wrong in it. Of course, if you can sketch with someone in real life, or even talk with someone in real life, is way better than type on a keyboard. Of course, that will make you progress, especially at the beginning. Next question! How many times did you change the name? I've changed many tags, but I'll talk about only the legal ones, of course. Well, I started painting on the walls the name VES1, VES1. And then I've been writing VES for quite a long time, until 2 years ago when I changed my tag, because I wanted new possibilities about style writing, because 2 years ago basically I became a style writer only. But back in the days, when I was 12, the first tag that I used was King. Yes, King. If this isn't humility, I don't know what humility is. I changed that name really quickly. I've been writing crazy with the K, then I quit and I started sketching again with my previous name, VES1. How old are you? Well, I'm 21. And the next question is, how long do you paint? I already answered to that question in another Ask Time that I've done for 1K subscribers, is linked over there, so check it out. When will you come back in the north of Italy to paint? Well, brother, if you have a place where I can sleep, as soon as possible, because I'm broke at the moment, but I really want to travel, so I hope soon. The next question is the question of the day, if you ask me, because a friend of mine asked me, why do you don't stop your drunk friends who send you voice messages from drinking? Well, my friend, because if you stop drinking, then you also stop to send me voice messages. And I want your drunk voice messages, because they are the funniest thing in the world. Anyway, now it's time of lunch. Waiting for the water to boil, I'll answer to a couple more questions and then I will eat. Are you gonna travel to paint? Well, in my life, of course, yes. In this moment, as I said previously, I'm a little bit broke, but if some of you have a place to sleep for free or whatsoever, well, just type me and we do it. Are you a bit uncomfortable to take bucket paint from the trash? Well, the answer is not. at all. I don't really care about what people think I'm doing, because I am just saving my money and saving the world and the environment. Remember guys, someone's trash is someone else's treasure. That's my motto. Aren't you ashamed for being Italian and not using loop paint? I am not, basically because we don't have loop paint over here. I mean, we have a shop that sells loop paint, but is in the outskirts, and loop paint is a little bit cheaper than Montana cans or MTN colors. But to be honest, the money that I would save buying loop cans instead of another brand, well, I would spend the same amount of money traveling to the shop from my house. So it's not the most comfortable choice. That's it. Everything is burning out, by the way. It's boiling. I did a mess to film it. By the way, guys, to complete the answer to the cans question, well, I mean, there are brands that I like more than other brands, like I like Montana cans more than others, but since the most of the brands are really good brands, at the end my golden rule is the less you pay, the more you paint. That's it. I know, it's not the best pasta you have ever seen, but yeah, since today's dish is the brodo of pollo, that's it. So, let's go on with the questions. How do you build up a letter? What's your philosophy? This is the best question that has been answered to me. Let's see. Well, let's take the V in this case as example. I try to do the core of the letter easy but stylish, at least in this moment of my graffiti career. The core of the letter, these two sticks, are super simple and also, in my opinion, super stylish. Here is another example. Well, as you can see, I always try to make my letters strong. My letters don't have to be wobbly. The structure is always clear. And then the last thing that comes to my mind in this moment is that everything has to be motivated. In my lettering there is nothing with no reason to exist. Almost nothing, let's say. Like for example here, this down part of the T is there because the arc structure that is here, as you can see, is complete. If I would have done this straight, well, the piece would have been not that nice, in my opinion. There are style reasons, like for example this chip over here. Basically there are two style reasons for that: to make visible the oblique stick of the T, and the second one is to create equilibrium with the left part of the piece, because here there is a lot of weight, and without this chip here would have been empty. On to the next. What do you think about the graffiti scene in Italy? I have to say that about this question, well, I don't have a proper idea, because honestly, especially in the last years, I've been traveling around Italy really few times, so I'm gonna tell you just one thing. I think that even in real life, in real graffiti communities, there should be a SMOE or a doc that are friendly to the people asking questions. That's it. Yo, the first time I painted, well, I guess that you want me to describe it. Well, I was 12. Well, it's really funny. Yeah, I had a look back because it wasn't a legal wall, the one that I was gonna paint. My first piece ever is just a throw up without a fill-in, and the feeling was just insane. If you had to give up a color, which one? Can't ever see it again. This is a tough question, my friend. Yellow. Yes. Yellow. Most painful experience you have had? When I was, I don't know, 10, something like that, I was playing football with my friends, and it started raining. We ran out from the playground and I basically fell on a grate. I had 8 stitches on my knee, which is not cool at all. Also because they did it to me without any anesthetic. So, wonderful. Favorite cheese? Of course, Parmigiano Reggiano. What do you dislike the most I don't know, toys and spiders? Would it be a problem if we ever paint together and put ketchup on pizza? Mr. Airbone Mark, you told me to say your name, so I'm doing it. If you don't follow already Mr. Airbone Mark, well, do it, because he's a really talented artist who paints origami. Answering to your question, my friend, you have to know that I am Neapolitan, so I'm from Naples, where the pizza has been invented. And I put ketchup on pizza as well, but only on certain kinds of pizza, only on pizza with potatoes and würstels. But if you put ketchup or mayonnaise or whatsoever on a margherita pizza, for example, well, we're gonna have some problem. How many times a week do you masturbate? Do you really want to know this? Well, for this kind of question, there is my OnlyFans, link in description, and you will have the 5% off if you write in the checkout the coupon code GOAK. Last two questions of the day. You show graph tourists around in Naples, you could start a travel company maybe, yes, I really like to bring tourists around Naples and also around graffiti spots in Naples. I really love to make people feel at home, so when they travel, so yeah, I really like to do it. Last question of the day is your strangest experience while painting graffiti. Well, the one that I told in live isn't that legal, so maybe it's better not to tell it on YouTube, but for the weirdest adventure I've ever had while painting legal graffiti on legal spots, check out this video or this video, I don't know, I'm dumb. And that's it. This video is finished, I hope you like it. Sorry for being so late. Love you long time writers, I hope you understand life sometimes keeps you super busy. As always, see you next time.